Hi there, I am Rajat. I have built a few startups in the past, funded ones, bootstrapped ones, and I've been working as a growth marketer for last few years and helping a lot of Web3 AI companies go from zero to one and beyond. And recently I saw this debate on LinkedIn, Twitter that was sparked by this post here which said, "Is Lovable dying?" And this really sparked my curiosity. So I did a really deep dive on a lot of things in last few days. I went up and looked up Lovable, Cursor, Windsurf, Bolt, V0, Replit, Emergent, all popular vibe coding platforms. And I did a deep dive analysis of their traffic sources, what kind of keywords are they ranking on? Are they really dying? Like, is the traffic going down? Is it going up? And I have a lot of interesting observations. I would usually write an article on Medium and publish it, or I would usually write a Twitter thread, a LinkedIn post. But this time I thought of recording a video of myself talking about all these findings. So let's see how this goes. If you are a founder or a marketer, or you're someone who's building a new product and figuring out growth channels, this could be a really useful video for you. So you can watch it till the end. You can also skip ahead for specific products when I'm talking about those. A few interesting observations I want to make before I jump into this. Okay, so let's address the question first. Okay, nothing against Lovable. I have used this product a lot. I have used Windsurf, Cursor, V0. I built my own personal website on V0. And these tools are really helpful for someone like me, a marketer, to bring their vision to life. Just think about something, put in a few prompts, get the website live. So that's a great thing. So nothing against Lovable or any of these tools. I just picked up this post because it was viral. And the answer to this question is both yes and no. And I'll explain that to you with two examples. Around 10 years ago in India, there were more than 15 food delivery companies. And every food delivery company which was coming up was raising money at a fast pace. And it looked like that maybe in 10 years, there will be 10 companies doing food delivery. But with every new category creation, when it happens, what happens is that in the beginning, there is a huge influx of new companies and ideas trying to crack the same market. It starts from expansion. So a new category gets created, it expands, and we see a bunch of companies evolving, and then eventually it consolidates into a couple of large players, which happened in e-commerce. Like if you go 20-25 years ago, the same thing was happening in e-commerce. The same thing happened in social media. The same thing happened across B2B SaaS. So tech goes through the cycle of category creation, expansion, consolidation, and I won't be shocked if in 10-20 years all these companies get replaced by someone else or by something else, or some of these merge, some of these become like world leader. And we're not even sure if this category stays for long. Who knows if we still need apps and websites in 20 years. Okay, putting all that aside, let's dive into the comparison, and then one by one we'll go through every website's traffic sources and a bunch of things I took from the internet. Number one, I picked a few metrics for traffic comparison that I really value, and I just put them here in no order. So number one is authority score of the domain. It really tells you that if that domain is trying to rank on certain keywords on Google, till what kind of difficulty level it can crack. Organic search traffic, as a SEO guy, I really love to see websites with high organic traffic compared to paid search or compared to direct traffic. Organic traffic is an indicator that people are searching for your product and they are discovering it on the internet. But there is a huge catch for the organic traffic of these websites, and I'll come to it later. Third is paid search in this list. Paid search keeps on varying a lot for all of these companies because every few months they're launching something new and they're doing paid campaign on Google, and they put it, then they turn it off again. So we won't pay much attention to it. If you're a new builder, definitely you might not want to spend on paid search traffic as of now. Referring domains, great indicator that this platform is being referred by multiple domains on the internet, which means they must be doing something valuable. Traffic cost, and then top country by traffic. And traffic cost here is a really interesting number because I want to show you something. This is a comparison of all the traffic costs: Lovable, Cursor, Windsurf, Bolt, Vercel, V0, Replit, Emergent. And you would notice that Cursor has the most traffic cost. It says $1.4 million as its traffic cost. What does traffic cost mean, by the way? It means that if your company wants to drive all that traffic on a monthly basis to your own website, that is the amount of money you'll need to spend on Google search to rank and capture traffic from those exact same keywords. And that is a huge indicator of how much valuable your company's traffic is. So I haven't sorted this because right now I don't want to pick any winner in this, and who am I to pick winner anyways? So if you look at this, Cursor looks like the company which has high authority score, really high organic traffic, like 500,000 organic traffic. They are not doing paid search, which is a great indicator that this product has huge demand. Organic referring domains, 19,000. I'm sure people who are building websites or writing blogs or building pages are putting it in their domain or somewhere. I really don't get how Replit has 88,000 referring domains. Maybe they did some kind of campaign internally to build those. Huge traffic cost, and 25% of traffic on Cursor comes from US. If you look at this list, Lovable, Cursor, Windsurf has huge traffic coming in from US, but Bolt, V0, Replit has huge traffic coming in from India. And this is true for most of the websites which are widely used. You either get huge traffic from India or US, and in some cases it's China, but it's very difficult to see those websites performing outside because those companies usually have two websites serving in China or China. Anyways, not the topic today. If you look at Emergent here, which is something very exciting coming out of India, a new product out there for a year or so, 40,000 organic traffic, and 33% US traffic, which is more than Cursor, Lovable in terms of like just percentage of traffic. They are not spending on search traffic, and it's kind of punching up from the bottom. So I'm sure this company would do really well given the product quality that they have built. If you look at Replit, so these are some of these are really established companies like Replit, Vercel, even Cursor. And then there are new players who are kind of disrupting the market, which is Lovable, Bolt. Bolt is another interesting player because if you look at their traffic cost, it's in the category where Bolt fights and stands. It stands in the category of Lovable and V0, and they have the least traffic cost, which is $95,000, and they have a huge influx of audience coming from India. My assumption is that because of their starter packs, because of their hackathons, companies like V0, Bolt, Replit, they are able to attract a lot of developer audience from India. So this is a quick comparison. What I'll also do after the videos, I'll put all of these assets or all of these documents out on the internet so anyone can look it up. Source. My source of this data are two places, SimilarWeb and SEMrush. When it comes to SimilarWeb, when you install that plugin and check the traffic of it, quick tip, divide that traffic by 3 because that's the usual traffic websites have. Now let's jump into the first website in the list. That is Lovable. If you look at the Lovable's traffic trend for last 3 months, you would see that not much has changed. It was 20 million in July. August, September, it's at 19 million. If you look at the bounce rate, this is 41.41%, which is like, I'll quickly skim through all the pages to show you what bounce rate currently looks like for most of these. Lovable, 41% bounce rate, which means people are coming on the website and they're just bouncing off immediately. Cursor, 36%. Windsurf, 37%. Bolt, 38%. V0, 41%. Replit, 38% bounce rate. Emergent, 37% bounce rate. So this is nothing surprising. Like, this happens across the websites. If you look at monthly traffic, again, the chart that we saw initially, I'm not sure where this chart comes from, but this is not the case, guys, and I'll show you how. If you look at the traffic chart of Lovable, you would notice that the organic traffic has been consistently rising up. There is one interesting data point here, which is organic keywords. The number of organic keywords they're ranking on has reduced, and you would see this trend across the category in every category. When more players enter, the share of voice for one player for organic keywords reduces. So this is also normal and nothing new here. Now let's just quickly look at the traffic cost of Lovable. Total keywords, it is ranking on 23.2k keywords, and I have done one thing really interesting, and I'll quickly show you that. I downloaded all the keywords Lovable is ranking on, and I removed every brand keyword out of that list, and here is what we're left with. Yeah. So if these are all the keywords, these are like top 100 keywords on which Lovable is ranking. I removed every Lovable brand name. I removed the spelling mistake names out of it. But you would still notice there is this spelling mistake on Lovable which is giving 500 traffic a month, and all of this for US only. And notice what kind of keyword people are searching for. Figma to Lovable, how to use Lovable to make money. How much is Lovable dev? So people are searching for pricing. Superbase, they rank for this keyword. So many spelling mistakes of Lovable. Is Lovable free? How to use Lovable to make money again? As a repeat. So pilot, vibe coding tools. It's ranking number 1 on vibe coding tools. But you would see something very interesting. The search volume for vibe coding tool is only 1,000, which shows that it's a really new industry. And you can't make any statements sitting in 2025 about what happens eventually, or what happens 5 years down the line. And these, if you notice, none of these are like intent-based keywords, like how to build a website from prompts, or that's a long keyword. But even vibe coding is not a common lingo outside of Twitter, LinkedIn bubble. They're ranking built with. Yeah, so these are just 100 keywords, and I have done this for all websites to figure out keywords, and this gives you one interesting observation here. If you are someone who is building a Lovable kind of platform, it is so new in the market that you can't expect people to discover it through organic medium. Right now, all of these companies are spending a lot of money on influencer marketing, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, paid ads. And when people see that product again and again and again on social media. They search the brand name, and that is why most of the traffic that we see is coming from the brand name searches, which also tells you one more thing, that if for Lovable there are like 400,000 people coming on the website, imagine how many more people are looking at these product just from social media content. So this is my observation. If again going back to this chart, the spike that we saw on April, May, June for Lovable could be because of they might be running some paid campaigns, or these were just PR articles which went out when they raised funds. Everyone else in this list, be it Replit, V0, Bolt, Emergent, have been in the same kind of trend line over the few months of the year. Next up is Cursor. Again, if you look at Cursor, 20 million to maybe close to 15 million traffic a month. Right now 14.7 it says. And one more, I'll just quickly skim through again every product in this list and show you interesting data point. If you look at the direct traffic, which basically means someone got the link on social media, on DM, on email, and they just clicked it, went onto the website, is really high for every one of these products. So this is Lovable. First is, I'll just open this. So first is Lovable, 60% direct traffic, 25% searches, then referral, social, display ads. And this is not very accurate data, but it just gives you an idea that what is working right now. Second, Cursor, 56%, direct, 38% search. So I would say that the platforms out of this list which has really strong hold is Cursor. Cursor has a strong hold in its user base, and it shows in their data. Next is Windsurf, 2.7 million monthly visits right now, 54% direct, 39% searches. Again, it shows a strong hold in their core user bases. If you look at their organic search traffic, it has been going up. As I said, the share of voice in organic keywords is decreasing for everyone because new players are coming in. Every new player is competing for the same keyword, and this is what happens when we do. If you look at Bolt again, 68% direct, 21% search. So most of these companies which rely heavily on social content to bring them users, you would see huge traffic directly. And it's just an observation, nothing, no comment of is it good, is it bad. V0.app. So the reason V0's graph looks like it has just went from 0 to 7.5 million in 3 months is because of their domain change. It went from, they have a couple of domains and they switched the domain. That's why there's new data on this platform. But huge direct traffic, 31% searches. Next is Replit. Huge traffic, 10.5 million traffic, 60% direct, 33% via search. And if you look at Replit's organic search trend, it has been consistent for last 1 year. If you look at Emergent, the new player on the block, 4 million monthly visits, really commendable job, 50% direct. And then referrals. You would notice in the case of Emergent, since they have been growing off the back of influencers and content creators, a lot of their traffic is coming through direct and referral, and then search ranks even below. They are consistently picking up on the organic trend line, but I'll show you a very interesting data point right now for this company. If I remove every brand keyword from the filter, and then if you look at how many keywords are they ranking on and what kind of traffic they're getting, it's nothing, it's zero. Every traffic that is coming onto Emergent is a search on their brand keyword. That's the current status for Emergent. So this is all I wanted to share. A few key takeaways. If you are a new product building into a new category, you would need to do really well on social to get discovered. If you are a kind of product where people are already searching for it, there is a market and you can piggyback on existing searches, go ahead and invest in SEO. a great observation, one more great observation I would like to share here is that if you like, these are all the keywords I have extracted, like top 100 keywords for each product on which it is ranking. And I would show you something very interesting. Some brands have discovered organic search intents on which they are ranking. This is the data point for Replit, and if you look at Replit's data point, you would see that it has vibe coding on which it ranks number 1. The position number 1 keeps on changing for all the vibe coding platforms, but there is a huge search volume here for the keyword, 40,000 search volumes per month, 78 keyword difficulty. And we saw similar keyword for other product, which was vibe coding tools, which is not in a public lingo right now. And one more thing you would notice is that the market for developers is huge. And if you see these players coming on the internet and competing among each other to onboard developers for vibe coding, they are just scratching the surface. So all the investments, valuations that these companies are commanding, it's all justified in a longer term horizon. What happens on monthly basis in terms of traffic, ups and downs, doesn't really define the eventual journey and trajectory of these companies. And lastly, I would say is that anyone who can build a product that people are searching for and coming back to it would be the ultimate winner. And currently, companies like Cursor, Windsurf, Vercel are kind of building that kind of use case that people are coming back onto these products again and again. So that's all in this first video of mine. I hope to bring in more videos of traffic comparison. How are these companies gaining traffic? And I'm also planning to do a few videos around what kind of ad and promotional campaigns are they running on social media. The goal is to study what is bringing growth and then break it down so that founders, builders, marketers can just benefit and do great work. Thank you so much for watching.